Script credits to Lark Melody. Really awesome script that I'm really excited about. And there's more parts. Okay, before I start the audio, I'd like to apologize for being so inactive. I came back from my camping trip a few days back, and I haven't had any motivation to record. But I'm really excited about this script, like I said in the credits. Yeah, enjoy. Real quick, content warnings, swearing, talk of murder, cannibalism. I think that's all. If I missed any, tell me, or I'll put in the description. Well, isn't my favorite detective? Someone finally pay my bail? Please tell me if you've got some good news for me. I'm dying of boredom in here, you know? Not even gonna give me the courtesy of a hello, are you? Of course not. Why do you think someone like you would even have an ounce of decency? So what's the news? Am I finally getting out of this door, or what? Wait, seriously? I am? It's about time. On one condition. What's the condition? You need my help? A favor, then. Great, fan-fucking-tastic. It's always to catch with you keepers of the peace types, isn't it? Alright then, go on, spit it out. What's your favor? Yeah, I've heard of them. So what? Is the local serial killer too much for the so brilliant detective? I thought you were smarter than that. But here you are, having to come to me for help. And why is that, Because you think if someone had the mind of a killer, you'd be able to, catch them faster? Because it worked with Jodie Foster. You really shouldn't be believing in everything you see in movies. You especially shouldn't get fixed on movies with Jodie Foster. Remember the last guy that did that? But you're not Jodie Foster. And this isn't Silence of the fucking Lambs. This is real life, detective. Not a fantasy world where you get what you want and catch the bad guy and save the day and everyone throws you a parade. Jeez, just another example of the police's incompetence. Talks about in regards to serial killer cases. Of course I'm familiar with the concept of police incompetence. I've watched just as many of those YouTube true crime documentaries as the next guy. And the amount of research some people put into it, it's admirable, isn't it? Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm a killer, not a monster. Credit is where credit's due. Those people do an excellent job. Much better than the police forces in those actual cases. But I haven't been able to catch up on any good ones in a while. Not since I was locked up anyways. Kinda hard to enjoy the failings of the system when you end up as proof that sometimes they just do something right. Still, took you 7, 8 years, and that's because I was just that good at covering my tracks, detective. Fine, the point. I'll get to it. Whoa, getting a little testy there, are we? Well, I never said all that. I mean, your offer is interesting after all. Freedom. Sure. I'd still be stuck with you. But you are, honestly, the least annoying person in this entire facility. So, it wouldn't be like complete freedom, but still freedom. And you wouldn't like need to put a shock collar or handcuffs on me or anything, right? Like, I get free reign. I mean, if you're into it, I wouldn't exactly object. I don't get free reign. That's a shame. But I get it. Sounds like it's going to be the handcuffs after all. Anyways, about your offer, I think before I make my decision, I'll need you to do what they say in the movies, brief me on the case. You got the files, right? Yes. Yes, I did say that. Good. You're paying attention. But there's a difference between me saying a phrase from a number of movies and you literally reenacting a famous scene from an iconic movie. Just brief me. What's the... the crimes or whatever the hell you want me to say. Do they seem to have a specific type of target? It's been a while since I've read the paper or anything. How many victims are there? Interesting. Got it. So you need me to get really, really fucked up in the head. I mean, seriously. I thought the guy in Block D who killed and severed his family at his dinner was bad, but damn, that's some crazy shit. And it's only been, what, a year and a half? Tired of the incompetent police label already, are you? Oh, relax. Just messing with you. Why'd you wait so long to try the Hollywood approach? Wanted to from the start, but the higher-ups didn't like the idea of letting another murder on the loose, eh? That's fair. Top of that, there's quite a few of us to choose from, aren't there? I mean, makes sense. This is a pretty moderately secured facility. But at least you went to me and not the cannibal guy. Ugh. That would have been a whole new level of irony. Also, he probably would have overpowered you and made him his next meal. And yeah, I know I said he only served his family to the people at dinner, but everyone knows he kept the, what he calls the best pieces for himself. Never shuts up about it. And when he starts describing it, you better leave. God, he talks about them as if they were cattle. He's really weird about it. And that's coming from me. You remember what I did, didn't you? Of course you do. I can see it on your face. A scene still and sketched in your mind. When you close your eyes at night, isn't it? I'm really sorry about that. I truly didn't mean for it. I wasn't anticipating on her kids staying with her at the time. Where were you? 15? 18? Hell, even if you were 20, you were still far too young to see the body. She was practically unidentifiable when I was done with her. It's so far better than what she deserved. Say what you want, but she wasn't the older sister you thought she was. I know you probably think I was a monster for what I've done, but I probably ruined your fucking life, didn't I? Of course I did. I guess we both had our lives ruined because of her. But No, you didn't want to be asking me for my help on this case. I can see it on your face. But you have no other choice than me, because the killer, scaring everyone senseless, he's using the exact same method I did. Only difference is, I knew my victims personally. Crime of passion, as it was. You look like you want to commit one of your own right now. But I can't say I blame you. Bet you want to watch the last man's life leave my body on your hands, don't you? Maybe strangulation, torture. Either way, it'd be a fun night for both of us. Kinky. Okay, I'll stop. For real this time. We can just get on with it. And the real fact of the matter is, you need me. And you hate you need me. You look at me like you don't even see a person, do you? No. What do you see is a monster. A monster that took someone that you cared about away from you. A monster that wouldn't even give you the satisfaction of an explanation. Even if you press so hard during the investigation. Something with that power that you're too far to hesitate to release. Why? You're gonna ask me why I did that. Does it matter, detective? No matter what I say and justify myself, it won't matter to you. Because you'll only ever get your one side of the story. I made sure of that. Believe me. I do have reasons. It's been years now, so the reason will never matter to you. Because you want logic and rationality. And frankly, nothing I will give you is that. Because there's always be that thought in the back of your mind questioning whether or not I'm lying to you. That, detective, is why you haven't had a single lead in this case. So, all you need is for me to help you catch the killer, and then, well, I wasn't expecting you to let me just leave after we catch them. I know you're just gonna lock me back up as soon as you're done using me. Like I'm some sort of circus animal. But I know you weren't gonna just let me wander freely once you've got your little deal in place. You made that very clear already. Still, I think this arrangement would benefit both of us. So, why don't we make it official? Not with paperwork or anything. That can be dealt with later. The good old-fashioned handshake. Pleasure to be doing business with you, detective. Now, I'll be seeing you later then. Until next time, partner. Things finally got interesting in here.